नमो ओम ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं
स्थापितं येन
स्थापितं
भूतले
येन भूतले स्वयं
स्वयं
रूप
रूपा
कदा
कदा मह्यं
कदा
ददाति
मह्यं
स्वपदान्तिकं।
ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुः
श्रीगुरोः
श्रीगुरो
श्रीयुतापदकमलं
श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च
वैष्णवां च श्रीरूपं
श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं
सगरघुनाथान्वितं
तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं
परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्य
श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा
राधा कृष्ण पादान्
राधां सहगणललिता
सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितां च
नमो विष्णुपदाय
कृष्ण
कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय
कृष्णाय
भूतले
भूतले
श्रीमते
श्रीमते
भक्तिवेदान्त
भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिने नामिने
स्वामिने नमस्ते
नमस्ते सरस्वती
सारस्वते
देवे
देवे
गौरवाणी
गौरवाणी
प्रचारिणे
प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष
विशेष
शून्यवादी
शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य
पाश्चात्य
देश
देशतारिणे जय श्री
श्री
कृष्ण
कृष्ण
चैतन्य
चैतन्य प्रभु
प्रभु
नित्यानंद
नित्यानंद श्री
श्री
अद्वैत
अद्वैत
गदाधर
गदाधर
श्रीवासादि
श्रीवासादि गौर
गौरभक्त
भक्तवृंद
हरे
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 कृष्णा
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 हरे
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 राम
राम
हरे राम
राम राम हरे
राम हरे हरे।
yes please recite the sloka
निमेषे निमिषाक्षेत्रे रसया सौनकादया तत्रं स्वर्गाय लोकाय सहस्र सममम् आसत।
अनिमिषे क्षेत्रे ऋषय शौनकादयः सत्रं स्वर्गाय लोकाय सहस्रसमम् आसता.
निमिषे
The forest known as Naimisharanya,
अनिमिष क्षेत्रे
a spot which is especially a favorite of Vishnu, who does not close his eyelids.
ऋषय
Sages,
सौनकादय
headed by the sage Saunaka,
सत्रम
sacrifice
स्वर्गाय
the Lord who is glorified in heaven,
लोकाय
and for the devotees who are always in touch with the Lord.
सहस्र
1000
सममम
years
आसत।
performed. Please read the translation.
Once in a holy place in the forest of Naimisharanya, great sages headed by the sage Saunaka assembled to perform a great 1,000 years sacrifice for the satisfaction of the Lord and his devotees. यहाँ पे लिखा है the Lord who is Swargaya means the Lord who is glorified in the heaven, right? So all this at the beginning of Kali Yuga, all the sages they were very afraid of the condition of the Kali Yuga, and to protect themselves, they were performing great sacrifice in the place Naimisharanya, the place where Lord Vishnu that does that Lord whose eyes lid doesn't close. This Naimisharanya is very important place because many of the Rishi Munis have their permanent like place there. Vyasadev and all these sages have, and many of the important sages who have written the Vedic literatures have been doing tapasya there, especially the Shaunaka Rishi, they were doing tapasya, and Lord Shiva revealed the 18 Puranas to them. The Shaunaka Rishi, they got revealed, and in that time, this Panini, the young boy Panini, who was not very scholarly in his sage, so his Guru Mata told him to go to the Nimisharanya and do tapasya. And that time Shaunakadi Rishi do tapasya, and by their pious activity, Lord Shiva appeared, and this Panini also got blessing by the association of Shaunaka Rishi to entire grammar of Sanskrit. He got, and he wrote the Ashtadhyay Sutra. So this Naimisharanya is a place where traditionally all the sages have their cottage and they do tapasya and to get spiritual knowledge. In ancient days, one who is old enough, now they will say, I am going towards the north. I am going towards the Uttar Disha. That means he is going towards Naimisharanya to meet Vyasadeva. Or once Madhavendra Puri also met Srila Vyasadeva, right? So these are the very important place where people try to come and meet, great speech. Can you add something on Naimisharanya, your understanding?
I have visited Naimisharan anytime.
You have visited?
Yeah.
How is that place?
It is like forest, and in the Naimisharanya forest, we can easily find out the place where this Shaunaka and all the rishis assembled. That Vyasasana still present.
There, there is a
And
temple there.
yeah.
Some memorial.
Yes, the temple memorial, and this happened very recent only. So that's why all the memorial places are there. The hill where they stood. And even in this Naimisharanya Kshetra, Swayambhu Manu came and did tapasya and met Vyasadeva also, the place. And even Nityananda Prabhu, not Balaram, Balaram came and killed that, what is that rishi?
I forgot the name.
Roma Harshana
Son of Romarsha. Yes. He did not he did not get up when
and there the kunda is formed, and the Naimisharanya forest, there is a wheel of time. The water will make you to rotate in opposite direction. This water always rotates. It's a wheel of creation, wheel of circle. The center of the universe will be there. This is a Mano Sarovar created by mind of the Brahma, and there is nobody found how much depth it is, and no trace of it, and water will never dry up. And you can do parikrama. They have made one fence kind of thing, and around that you need not to walk. You just stand, and water makes you to move, and nobody knows how this water is flowing. All the time it moves. Even we went and we also took bath, and we are like, you just sit, and you will be doing one parikrama.
There is a wheel. That wheel will rotate.
Yeah, wheel. Not the wheel. The water is there. That is like a wheel of water. That they are called as this Kala Chakra.
Kala Chakra.
And some say that Brahmaji wanted to put the center of the universe, how all the planets are moving. So that is the center.
Oh, there is another center in Kanpur also. So this is like the spiritual center, and that is like the locational center, geographical center.
So whatever it is, but that the place is there, and many the rishis carvings are there. The all the Saunaka rishis, and they are sat there, and they are doing this Bhagavata appearance, and other people keep doing this Bhagavata study every day there, because the appearance of Srimad Bhagavatam from the Saunaka rishis. And we also find many Hanumanji temple also there, and many things are there. So that is the place where thousands of sages used to sit, and Saunaka Rishi speaking. But all are able to hear so nicely. There is no sound system like that, but they have the heart-to-heart connection, and asking the questions and answering and everything.
You went along with the youth tour.
Yes. So that was a wonderful experience. Then, yeah, this is about the Naimisharanya. and still the same place is there. And if that place, if you read and if you do any tapasya, any austerity, that gives a great results, because it is said that that place always Vishnu resides in the form of Srimad Bhagavatam, with the recitation place. There Vishnu is called as Animisha. Animisha means he will not close one second also his eyelids. Anisha Kshetra. There are different kshetras. The Dharma Kshetra is called Kurukshetra. And this is called Animisha Kshetra, where there are, you can say, unlimited sages. Even I heard that all again, Vasudeva and Sukadeva Goswami all came to here again from the Savarna Kadarishi. So the releasement of again Srimad Bhagavatam.
Sutta Goswami.
Sutta Goswami. Sutta Goswami speaking, and Savarna Kadarishi are asking, and he assembled there. And they actually in the, this is the you understand the simultaneously this Bhagavatam is going on. The same thing is happening in Uddhava to Gopis, and in the Badrikashram, Maitreya Rishi, and this thing. Many people are discussing this Bhagavatam, and
this Ananta Shesh also discussed, na?
Yeah. So many things are there in the Srimad Bhagavatam is unlimited, and especially we are referring to this sages, which is discussed in this place of Naimisharanya in the beginning of Kali Yuga. And many questions were asked, and they started this sacrifice called 1000 years. They thought by doing this sacrifice, Agni sacrifices, then they understood all the smoke is coming, their faces have become black. And they were frustrated. Something you tell best what can be done in this Kali Yuga. Then they have started this Bhagavatam, what we are doing now. So we have got great what people can't get in thousands of years, and that one the Apara Ekadashi day, touching the Srimad Bhagavatam and reading one verse and describing all the great souls and describing the place of Naimisharanya. It is the spiritual benefits are there. Just pronounce the sound of the holy places, Naimisharanya. We can easily reside there. Spiritually presence we can see. And Srimad Bhagavatam is not different Krishna. Many things we can easily see. And Lord is called as, is always in touch with the devotees who are always in touch with Krishna. How? By chanting, by chanting glories and hearing about him. So this is the way we have to touch in Krishna. Otherwise, we see in 10th and Bhagavatam also, when these all the Brahmana Patnis came to meet Krishna, Krishna told, no, this is not the way to associate with me. This is not the way to get love for me. No physical proximity. You go and keep serving your husbands and all. You just remember me and so do service me in that hearing process. Even our Rukmini Mata, recently the celebrations happens. The hearing and reading, we can develop the love for Krishna. It is not that physical proximity, no. So this is our Gaudiya Vai Siddhantam, that love in separation. Even we can see the great souls in ISKCON who are in separation from Prabhupada, still they are serving. So that our mode is serving in separation, not just seeing the physical proximity. That is anyway there, but for us especially, this is the process. If you want to in touch with the Lord, Krishna is presence. When we are appreciating, when we are taking his presence through the scriptures, through the deities, through the devotees, through the Dham, then only we can easily appreciate when we directly see the personality of Krishna. Otherwise, Duryodhana also saw. What is the point? What is the point of physical seeing? Even I just found yesterday somebody came to Temple Hall and visited and darshan. I also took normal darshan and went away. And later I found the person whom I saw is a little famous person. Until that time I don't know him. How I understand he is that person?
Hema Malini came some days ago.
Yeah. How I know? Because unless we hear about him, Krishna also comes in different forms. Unless you don't have knowledge and if you not properly heard, then how we understand Krishna?
Param Bhav Ajananta.
Not only that, Krishna is not there. Krishna is there personally now also. The problem with us is Navaraj were standing.
He is the nearest person to us. So nearest person to Jiva is Krishna only.
So then what is the point of inquiring and searching whole universe? Isn't it? Our main concentration is we have to be in touch with Krishna and appreciate the presence of Krishna even while sleeping, even while taking prasadam, even chanting Hare Krishna. We become inattentive many places, many things. We take everything cheaply. So then when Krishna personally comes, what do you do that time? Same thing. So this is the greatest wealth we have. We have to take it very seriously. Please read purport. I should read no first purport. Yeah.
You're right.
Purport by His Divine Grace Abhay Charananda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Yeah.
The prelude of the Srimad Bhagavatam was spoken in the previous 3 slokas. Now, main topic of this great literature is being presented. Srimad Bhagavatam, after its first recitation by Srila Sukadeva Goswami, was repeated for the second time at Naimisharanya. So these holy places, the first time recitation is done by Sukadeva Goswami. The prominent receptive is our Parikshit Maharaj, the inquirer, and during that time also you see who all came for hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. Even his father Vyasadeva and his spiritual master Narada Muni and great sages who all came hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. This should be our goal of life. This should be our more intensity. This should be we cannot compromise this activity of reading games. Otherwise, our day will occupy by many things. Either put Krishna in center, otherwise something will automatically comes. We have to know this importance of Srimad Bhagavatam, which is directly topmost people, Paramahamsas, they relish, and we neglect. We only give very less time. Out of 24 hours, how much time, how much focus, how much energy we are giving to the topmost thing, and how much time and energy we are giving for the useless things. We have to check ourselves.
How much time?
We have to check ourselves, balance. And repetition of Srimad Bhagavatam is not at all problem. You can read 100 times, thousands, and lifetime, life after life. Still, there is no this thing. So that's why here in this particular paragraph that this great literature is presented once and again twice in the Naimisharanya by our Sutta Goswami to the Samanaka Dishes. Yes. Please read next paragraph.
In the Vaya Tantra, it is said that Brahma, the engineer of the particular universe, contemplated a great wheel which could enclose the universe. The hub of this great wheel was fixed at a particular place known as Naimisharanya. Similarly, there is another reference to Naimisharanya in the Varaha Puran, where it is stated that by performance of sacrifice at this place, the strength of demonic person is curtailed. Thus, Brahma preferred Naimisharanya for such sacrificial performance.
I was mentioning that no, the wheel of yeah. Yes, you share, then I will add something.
The hub of the great circle was fixed. Naimisharanya. Huh? So there is a wheel, and that great wheel. Wheel is what? Water. What is that wheel?
The wheel is there that is invisible, but the wheel is moving that we can easily perceive and we can easily sense. If you go there, the wind moving, the planets moving, the things are changing, the weather there, the conditions there, the water of the warm, sometimes outside is warm, it's cold, outside is cold, it's warm, and many things, many mystical things you can experience there. And there you don't find any demonic thoughts there. All people once they come and take badana, all there is no effect of this demonic there. The place is completely this thing. I have seen this so much famous and people there is you cannot find any metropolitan cities like that. Completely like natural. The water is very pure.
Which place? It is there in which city? Near to which city?
Near to Lucknow. So this great wheel still that is moving and rotating, and there's an ample amount of places, and even we can see the effect was very. That's why this our all the sages, they have selected this place one out of many other places. Even they not even they could have taken any other place. No, the place importance. Even the Dharmakshetra, Kurukshetra, why they have chosen that place for fighting? There is a significance. So here also the significance of the Naimisharana is glorified here. So the Brahma, when the Brahma, he wanted to construct the universe. So when this construction happening, he wanted to fix some of the main elements in some of the universes, some parts where he wanted to do the math. Now engineers also, if you are studying engineer, we know the some points where the linking points and loose points circles like that we can easily perceive. From there, you can find the length and breadth of the universe. That is the center of the universe, and from there you can find how much far from there, how much far sun, moon, and outer layers, all these 5 elements, Panchabhutas elements, air layer and water layer, and how much time it takes to go out from there. Brahma, we can directly access to Brahma Loka. So from that wheel, and this wheel is never stops. The moment it stops, there is a pralaya, and these details are there. It is from where? Via tantra. What is tantras? What is the difference mantra and tantra?
Mantra, tantra, and yantra. Mantra is yantra is the physical part. Mantra is the soul, and tantra is the subtle body. So each mantra will have a tantra and a yantra associated. Tantra is the literature, or there are 108 tantra. There are there which are literature. Many of them also contains the glories of Krishna. Mantra, yantra, and tantra. So each mantra, Hare Krishna mantra, then there is Krishna as the supreme personality of Godhead, Hare Krishna, and there is also one Krishna yantra. This Bhanu Swami is worshipping Krishna yantra.
So there are another Purana which is given. The one is the Tantra, Vaya Tantra, and another is from Varaha Purana. What is that Varaha Purana? What Varaha Purana says?
Varaha Purana says that to curtail the demonic person, one can perform sacrifice at that place. So now we can go and perform sacrifice to curtail corona virus.
That is not our goal. That is not our mood and mission. That is not our. There's no point of this thing. But spiritual
Brahmaji preferred
benefits,
this place.
spiritual benefits are there. But for us, we are not the center of this universe. We are the center of the universe of the Damodar, Radha Damodar temple, where Prabhupada and our Goswami is there. That is our aspiration. That is our goal. If you want to be in the place in any part of the universe, either we will be part of the Radha Kund, either in the Radha Damodar temple.
For me, Ekachakra also is quite a the birthplace of.
So all these dhamas, they are not different, incomparable. But according to the Vaishnavas' mood and this thing, so they have to aspire. And Naimisharan, although it is not, it is also not the part of material world, because although it looks like in material part, because Brahma as engineers kept that place, although it is not in the demonic effects. And the same place we have seen the Satarupa and Swayambhu Manu, they have did tapasya there. The place also there. We have visited. Now after a lot of tapasya, Brahma is happy, and Brahma came there and told. Now that is from there the expansion is started.
Yeah,
And from there also you can see nearby places like Dhruva Tila and the Swayambhu Manu, their sons. You remember who are the can you tell the Swayambhu Manu's sons and daughters?
Uttanapad and
Priyavrata.
huh?
Priyavrata.
Priyavarta, Uttanapad and
So
Priyavarta.
Uttanapada had two sons.
Uttam and Dhruva.
So the Dhruva Tila also there. So the all pastimes have taken place in the nearby only. That is the place where stayed, and we can easily go to the place where Dhruva Maharaj was there. That's called Dhruva Tila. Still there people recognize Dhruva Tila. And from there only you can find after some day in the nearby Kanpur area only. And another place is called our Ajamila. Kanjolu. So all places are nearby only. So it is very historically also proven. This place has that spiritual importance. And even we can see the spiritual activities performed because one of the potent forms of devotional service is what? Mathura Vas. We cannot take it cheaply because when we are performing the devotions of Vrindavan, same thing we cannot expect in Mumbai. Although maybe doing the same special activities, but the potency doing in Vrindavan and doing in Mumbai, it matters a lot for the sadhakas. If you are elevated, if you are in fully special consciousness like Prabhupada and few devotees, then it doesn't matter. But still, they also aspire to be part of Vrindavan. So that means we can understand that Mathura was the significance of the place. We cannot underestimate any Dhamvasis. Although they may externally but they have this potency, they have the shelter of Dham, and they have this effect. Even I heard you are sharing that when you are in Vrindavan, what all experiences you got? Tell me.
I was staying in Radha Kund, and there the vehicles are not allowed because the lane is very short. So that was a very good, the greatest experience of my life is me staying in Radha Kund, and I took bath in Radha Kund water, and I was praying Radha Kripa Kataksh Urudhagne Nabhidhagne Hriddhagne Kantadhagne ke Radha Kripa Katakshena Bhakti Shyat Prema Lakshanat. One who feet or knees or waist or neck inside the water recites this Radha Kripa Kataksh in the Radha Kund water, all his desire are fulfilled. This is by Lord Shiva to Parvati. So that was like amazing experience. And then there is a Jahnavi Mata, Radha Kund mein. Baithak is there, and there is a Samadhi of Srila Raghunath Das Goswami and Radha Gopinath, Radha Sri Govinda Gopinath Madana Mohan. When Mughals were attacking this three, then they were for a temporary period of time brought to Radha Kund and then later shifted to other places in Nandagaon and then went to Jaipur. Prior to Jaipur, they were there. Those three temples are still there. And then there is a Vaithak of Srila Gopal Bhatta Goswami. Gopal Bhatta Goswami was narrating Chaitanya Charitamrit to Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. He brought Gopal Bhatta Goswami and Raghunath Das Goswami. They both came from Jagannath Puri. So they brought the handwritten notes by Sarup Damodar from Puri. And there is a place where all these three acharyas, they were the Puri pastimes, the Vrindavan pastimes were written in Radha Damodar Mandir, and the the Navadip pastimes, and the Puri pastimes notes were brought from the Vrindavan pastime notes were brought by from Murali Gupta's notes. So these were written in Radha Dham, and there is a Pancha Pandav where five trees are there where Pancha Pandav are doing tapasya, and there's a Krishna Kund where between the Sham Kund and Krishna Kund there is a Baithak of Radha and Krishna, and then there is a Govindji temple, and then there is a Rasa Mandal, and Rasa Mandal ke baju mein there is a Jagannath, ancient Jagannath temple. Jagannath in Puri also performs many pastimes. Sometimes he comes in Vrindavan. This Jagannath from the DT will come. DT will come to Radha Kund. Jagannath is also very amazing. And then there is a Lalita Kund. Okay, and Lord Shiva is a disciple of Lalita Devi. So Lord Shiva is eternally doing tapasya to please his spiritual master. Then there is two Shivji there, one Kandeshwar Mahadev and Kundeshwar Mahadev. Lord Shiva is worshipping Radha Kund in the form of Kundeshwar Mahadev, and Lord Shiva is worshipping there in the form of one Kundeshwar Mahadev. Then there near to Radha Kund there is Chandravali's village. The one Brahmana from Chandravali's village brought some Mahaprasad to Raghunath Das Goswami. Then the Raghunath Das Goswami said, "Which from where you have come?" Then he said that I have come from this Sakhipura, this Chandravali's place. Then he threw away the prasad. Well, I am in Radharani's party. Why are you giving me Chandravali's prasad? I do not accept them. So he did not accept Chandravali's Mahaprasad. And then there is a place where Chaitanya Mahaprabhuji sat next to Krishna Kund, the place where Chaitanya Mahaprabhuji sat. Then there is a baithak for all the Vallabhkul, Vallabhacharya, Goshai ji, and Govindas, Kumbandas. And then there is a memorial of Sanatan Goswami. There is a Nityananda Prabhuji's baithak there in Radha Gopinath temple. It is just near to Chaitanya's baithak. This is like, and there is Srinivas Acharya's Bhajan Kutir there, and there is Sripad Maharaj's Bhakti Sarup Damodar Maharaj's very huge samadhi is there. There are 30 Manipuri temples in Radhakund, and there are around three around more than like 2000 Manipuri widows staying in Radhakund. Abandoned Bengali and Manipuri northeastern widows, they are staying in Radhakund. One of the glorious part of Radha Kund is there is no mood of entertainment, only the service attitude. Every day in the morning, everyone will come with their broomstick and net, and everybody will clean the Radha Kund, and everybody will wipe with their own dhoti, and they will with a broom they will wipe the steps of Radha Kund every day. And there is no the famous Gaudiya Vaishnav saint there is Pran Krishna Das Babaji. And prior to him, there was a very famous saint, Ananta Krishna Das Babaji. He has a very big library. He has a very, there is a difference in opinion with our mood and this mood, but he was a very scholarly person and he has written many books there. So there are many saints who have living there. Many Prabhupada disciples have, like, old Prabhupada disciples are staying there. Mahanidhi Maharajas stay there.
Radha Kund Sham Kund ki
Jai.
Giriraj
If I
Govardhan ki.
Ki Jai. Radha Kund, Sham Kund is like there is if I get up in the morning before chanting, so I have to once visit Radha Kund. First one Mansi Yatra of Radha Kund. Only then I can. If I don't remember Radha Kund, then that day is like a why I'm living on this earth planet without remembering Radha Kund. That is the feeling I get.
Rashmi Hari Prabhu. Amazing. Wonderful. So now we'll take 2 minutes break. It is 2:30.
We scroll.
Yeah, I started recording.
The devotees of the Lord Vishnu offer all kinds of sacrifice for his pleasure. The devotees are always attached to service of the Lord, whereas fallen souls are attached to the pleasure of material existence. In Bhagavad Gita, it is said that anything performed in the material world for any reason other than for the pleasure of Lord Vishnu causes further bondage for the performer. It is enjoyed, therefore, that all act must be performed sacrificially for the satisfaction of Vishnu and his devotee. This will bring everyone peace and prosperity. So, Yajna Vai Vishnu, right? Vishnu is the embodiment of Yajna. Yajna Purusha Varaha, right? Is Lord Varaha Dev is embodiment of Yajna, right? So, Lord is
Yes, please,
embodiment of the
please, please.
Yajna. Devotees are always in service, and those who are very fallen, they don't understand the importance of the devotional process. In Bhagavad Gita, sakarma, vikarma, and akarma. So one was performing karma for the pleasure of the Lord can be free from the karma bondage, or those who are performing satisfaction of the Lord Vishnu, then Yatra Yogeshwara Shri Krishna, Yatra Partha Dhanurdhara, Tatra Shrir Vijaya Bhutir Dhruva Nitir Matirma. There will be all prosperity, peace, right?
You can easily say many points from this particular. This is very what we say essence paragraph. We
Important.
can say
Yes.
because
Uh,
this includes many subtle aspects also, which we generally.
आत्मेंद्रिय प्रीति वांछा तारे कहे काम कृष्णेंद्र प्रीति वांछा तारे बोली काम कृष्णेंद्र प्रीति वांछा धरे प्रेम नाम. So what activities which is performed for the self, that is just to maintain our false identity in the material world. But that activity performed for the pleasure of the Lord is not only liberating the jivas but also satisfying the Lord.
Yeah.
Indriyena
Now.
rishikena rishikesha sevanam bhaktir uchyate. The senses must be engaged in the service of Krishna rather than for our own sense.
Yeah. Now the first point comes is that devotee. How we know somebody is devotee or not? The devotee is not simply by putting tilak, wearing kantimala, holding the bead bag, and doing some show bottle, some kind of thing. Devotee means here who offers all kind of sacrifices for the pleasure of Krishna. This is our underlying principle is this. Did this person is doing whatever he is doing is for Krishna, and where is his attachment? Did he attach to service of Krishna? He is doing the actions to serve and please and love Krishna, or is simply doing that act to please his own sense gratification? This is a test. And in the Bhagavad Gita also we can hear that this material world, anything performed in the material world, in this material we have to do something. Now from morning to night, even sleeping, all the activities, if you want to check and balance, we have to check whether this particular activity is making, what is the reason behind it, why I'm doing this, why I'm watching Facebook, why I'm watching WhatsApp, why I'm doing these activities, why I'm talking to that activities, what is the benefit of that, what is the reason? Did this is service, this bringing service to Krishna, giving pleasure to Krishna, or giving pleasure to my own false ego, my own sense gratification? These facts has to be understood very carefully. Otherwise, we may do big things, but ultimately, what is who is or we are feeding our false ego, and so or big and this and that, or only showcase. And really, we wanted to please Krishna, and it is enjoined. Therefore, all acts must be performed sacrificially for the only satisfaction of Vishnu and his representatives called devotees, especially Prabhupada and his followers, sincere followers. Do you do that? Are we checking in our life whether this particular activity is pleasing my spiritual master and devotees and Krishna? Even my sleeping, my waking up, whatever activity I do, is this is recommended and making happy my spiritual master and Prabhupada? Prabhupada will be happy if I do this activity. Then question comes: Yasya prasada Bhagavat prasada. Now how I know Krishna is pleased or not? The only thing is we can check whether our immediate spiritual masters and authorities are happy. Then only we can make Krishna happy. This is not one way, it's two way. We cannot cheat Krishna, we cannot cheat the devotees. Krishna is very clever. Until unless we do that, we cannot experience peace in our life, neither in the society. Every single activities. I just getting up this particular time, not for my false ego, not for my, it is only giving pleasure to Krishna. That is underlying principle of devotee. And anything other than that is going to make us bondage and bring you into unpeaceful, unprosperity. So this is the main underlying principles. Now we have to make our this thing from morning. Why I'm getting 4 o'clock? I'm coming for temple or what? People will see and I'm so sincere and senior. And coming for putting attendance P here, or any other ultimate motives. If I don't come to Mangalarti, then people will say something and people will scold on me and something, they were something wrong. And if I come also, people say something, and if I don't come also, people say, a deed I am doing for people. Question raises. People will comment. And why this person is coming and why this person is not coming. Do we doing this is for people commentation? Are we that we are seeing our pure representative of devotees and Krishna? Krishna sports, Krishna any comments? Devotees, Prabhupada's comments, why you not, why you came to this program, why you are doing this? Even chanting Hare Krishna, did I showing the people that I chant 64 rounds in Ekadashidi and 108 seconds showing case? I really wanted to make Krishna's peace and accepting the instructions of Krishna Master. The detailed descriptions, if you go, then moment after moment, Krishna tests. It is not that, oh, but this 1-2 hours I'm with the devotees. No, 24 hours. Then only will be satisfy Vishnu, then peaceful prosperity will exist. Isn't it true?
Yes. Mind must be attached to Krishna.
Yeah.
Manmana bhava madbhakta madhyajima. Mayyeva mana adatsva mayi buddhim niveshaya. Nivasyashi mayyeva atta urdhvam na shanshaya. Satatam chintayanto mam ye jana paripasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogam sheham vahamya. Tesham satatayuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayanti.
So, and directly we hear from our acharyas and our spiritual masters and directly even from Krishna, what is pleases him most. He speaks and we have to do that. Krishna will be very happy if we discuss about him. And Krishna will be very happy if you come for seeing his dressing and he's glorifying him, hearing his glories and spreading his glories in the form of books, and if he's doing this what makes Krishna's pleasing, then you know the secret and make this is our life and soul. No other business. You have we have no business with money, no business with beautiful women, and we have no business with friendship. We don't have any business with anything. We have nothing give and take with anyone. We and Krishna, that is only center, and our activities must be pleasing to Krishna. That is our ultimate goal, and everything is that. And nowadays, I wanted to please this person. Neither this person will be displeased today, either this person will go away, and I will go away. And my center is Krishna. I'm talking to this person because this person is in relation with Krishna, not that he's my friend. No, I serve this particular person not just because he's my father. No, he's more dear, more my relation with father or my relation with friends and my any other relations are inferior compared to Krishna's relation. I just have to say everything in relation to Krishna. He is in connection to Krishna. Then only Krishna conscious. Otherwise, family centered, a sex center, society center, what centers are not? Isn't it true? You should share more experience. You have broad understanding of this.
Yeah, there is always some kind of, due to our prarabdha karma, some kind of desire that is erupting in our mind. And there is a very big gap between desire in the mind, subtle body, and action being performed by in the phenomenal realm. Matlab action being performed in the physical realm. And the yogi has a big role. The yogi has a big role in desire of the mind and action being performed by the body. That is a very important point that in the brahmachari class, in the brahmachari world, we should definitely give an entire 1 week seminar. Some senior devotees like Gokuleshwar Prabhuji or Mukhamanta Prabhuji should definitely give this Corona time one seminar on 1 week on how when the desire comes, that should not be implemented. Suppose you are chanting in the temple and 6:15, one desire is coming to get up from your chanting. But desire, it comes, but how to deal with it? You should not simply follow the desire. You should not simply implement the desire. You should not simply go one desire after one. That is called trail of thoughts. One thought after another thought. One thought is coming, you are fulfilling it, then another thought will come, you will fulfill it. And that is animalistic life. Human being can control their thoughts, control their mind by sadhana practice, and then come to the stage where their thought will not erupt, and whatever the condition of mind will be by the will of the sadhaka. What goes in your mind will be decided by sadhaka, not by the prarabdha karma. Now our mind is working under prarabdha karma, so we are unable to control it, right? So when 6:15 we get up from go around and roam in the temple, that and why that is not a proper way of chanting. We should sit. Our goal is to sit till 7. So now the desire comes. We should let we should. There's a three principles given by Brajavihari Prabhuji from Radha Gopinath temple. He says aware, accept, respond. So we must first stage be aware of what is going on in our mind. Oh, one thought has come. Then we should not hide it. Oh, I have a desire for eating. I have a desire for marrying. I have a desire. We cannot suddenly subdue that. So we should accept whatever is going on in our mind, and then when we are aware and we are accepting what is going on in our mind, then we have to respond. Then our response should be in appropriate in line with the teachings of acharyas and Krishna. Then what is pleasing to acharya and Krishna? Then Krishna will be pleased if I chant till 7, not fulfill that. So we are not aware that a thought has come. Suddenly a thought came, and suddenly like like some magnet is attracted, some iron is attracted to magnet. We go away and fulfill our desire. That is not. Our mind should be very focused and determined that what is going on in our mind, that is the crucial point, because papa karma begins in the mind. And once you catch your mind, the thought that is coming in the mind, then the mind gives energies to the prana, 10 prana vayu. Mind has 10 indriyas, okay, and indriya will give energies to the prana vayu, and prana vayus are controlling our 5 elements with earth, water, fire, air, ether. Suddenly this body will not get up. Body will get up only when the signal by the mind is given. Body will not do sinful activity unless the mind has given signal. There's a very big gap between the signal of the mind and action by the body. Both body gap. If you are scolding me and I suddenly slap you, that is my response. That means I have never done any sadhana in my life. If you scold me, then that my mind must accept that first, that somebody is scolding me, and then be aware and accept, and then I should respond, not suddenly by auto mode mein. So now our life is going in a auto mode based on prarabdha karma. But when we do sadhana, then we should cut down this auto mode of mind and try to focus on our goal, not to let your mind again and based on your prarabdha karma. Today on Sunday 6th May 2021, if you are not doing any sadhana, then what will be your life? That is based, it's fixed हो गया ब्रह्म जन्म के टाइम में वो फिक्स हो गया संडे 6 तारीख 5 बजे 5th what is this June Sunday June 6th 2021. What will happen? One there is, I can give you another very good example. Two persons are there, okay, and an accident is fixed. Okay, Sunday को ISKCON टेम्पल के बाहर the शाम को 6 बजे एक्सीडेंट होगा. Okay, one person is coming from Mira Road and another person is coming from Andheri. They both reach that place, but what is happening? One person is doing sadhana and one person is not doing sadhana. So if they were not doing sadhana, then they are only under prarabdha karma, then accident will definitely happen. His mind will work in certain way. That person mind, mirror mind will, but a certain way they both will meet and do accident. But one person is doing sadhana, then now prarabdha karma will not act. Now because Krishna is there in his life, prarabdha karma will be, then maybe he will think, oh, today I will visit the temple first. Then maybe accident can be avoided. many of our sinful reactions that we are going to face in this life can be avoided, if we are practicing vidhi bhakti, and we can control our mind and not let the auto mode mind, or not let the trail of thought mind cut the prarabdha karma's chain. Then we can have, even if we want to have prosperity in the material world, that can we can have, and we want to have connection with Krishna, then in our mind Krishna Leela can come. Then we can focus on Krishna Leela, and our prarabdha karma will not disturb.
Amazing. You have great realizations. You are hiding. Allah Rashmi Hari Prabhu.
Uh-huh.
You are hiding your great realizations now coming up one by one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Please read the next one.
You read.
Which one
Read.
I should? The great sages
The
are
great
all,
sage.
the great sages are always anxious to do good to the people in general. And as such, the sages headed by Shaunaka and others assembled at this holy place of Naimisharanya with a program of performing a great and continuous chain of sacrificial ceremonies. Forgetful men do not know the right path for peace and prosperity. However, the sages know it well, and therefore, for the good of all men, they are always anxious to perform acts which may bring about peace in the world. They are sincere friends to all living entities, and at the risk of great personal inconvenience, they are always engaged in the service of the Lord for the good of all people. Lord Vishnu is just like a great tree, and all others, including the demigods, men, siddhas, charanas, vidyadharas, and other living entities, are like branches, twigs, and leaves of the tree. By pouring water on the root of the tree, all the parts of the tree are automatically nourished. Only those branches and leaves which are detached cannot be so satisfied. Detached branches and leaves dry up gradually despite all watering attempts. Similarly, human society, when it is detached from personality of Godhead, like detached branches and leaves, is not capable of being watered, and one attempting to do so is simply wasting his energy and resources. Now, if we observe carefully on this particular paragraph, what lessons Prabhupada is teaching to us, how a devotee should act. Now, in the previous paragraph, we have read how devotees' relation with the Lord. He does everything for pleasure of Lord. He sacrifices Krishna. His life is under Krishna. He is attached to service of Krishna, and that is on his ultimate goal. And he will be peace and prosperity. And now the same great devotee is responsible towards common people in relation to the souls in general. What is his attitude? His attitude is always to good to others. And how that good can happen? For that, whatever inconvenience is ready to take. If you see the same example here, the sages, their Saunaka and all assembled. For what? Personal reason? Yeah, although it seems that is a near swartha, that is selfish, but the main ultimate goal is to make all people happy, everyone happy. And how that can be happy, people may say, Are, you wanted to make this person happy and you are going somewhere and putting switch off. No, you should have intelligent. The intelligent devotees, is very. What happened?
Bolo, I'm listening.
The intelligence of this particular devotees they are not after this feeding the belly program, taking care of the coat, not the soul, body.
Service.
They are not after that. See, if this Naimisharanya, this great races, they wanted to do the whole society good program, social work, they could have started some other programs that now we'll do some social service activities and now raise the fund and do this and do that. This is nonsense. Until unless whatever activity is in connection with Krishna, then only it acts. Otherwise, simply doing without connection to Krishna anything, that is not going to make happy. And that's very clearly explained here. These sages, they are very well known how it should be happen, how we have to make this continuous ceremonies. And it is also said that these people, they don't know the right path and peace. At least when they do on behalf of other people, that is also bring peace. How? It is said here that the good of all men, they are anxious to perform acts maybe into peace to whole world, not only for themselves, whole world. And there's a world center, that is Naimisharanya. And if you do there, then whole world can be better. That is center point. So that is also the place importance is there. And they are really sincere friends to all living entities. Even Prabhupada writes, I am your ever well-wisher. And our real well-wishers are only those who are fully Krishna conscious and pure devotees and following strictly the Prabhupada. Nobody else. Although maybe our friend, although maybe this and that. Until unless he is sincere and serious and pure, he cannot help me. Neither I cannot help him. And that to the degree one is Krishna's hand is there, Krishna conscious is there, Krishna help is there, he can only help. How? Why Prabhupada able to deliver many people? Because he is directly in the hands of Krishna. Because he could do that. And we cannot do that. And for that, what risk Prabhupada has taken? Like these great sages also taken thousands of years, they have to take risk. If we have to perform some yajna, if anything's going here, there is a risk. And Prabhupada, what risks is taken? Tell me. He has to underwent heart attacks, he has to meet this person, that person, go to heart attacks, sunstrokes. What kind of risks? And risk is from his own god brothers, risk from his own disciples later, and risk from all the sides. What kind of risk is taken? Inconvenience for doing good for all the people, and always engage in the service of God. Again, the same principles we have to understand. It's not that he's serving the society, he's not serving Krishna. No, these two automatically go on. It's not separate endeavor. You cannot say that now, array ISKCON means what? Only for soul. It should not be full for life. But it's nonsense. But understand the principle. Principle is that when you serve Krishna, who is the Lord, is like a comparison is there that you can you quote this verse from this verse, tree and branches? You quote verse.
I have forgot that. Yatha taruna mule. You know that verse?
Not exactly, but yeah, I thought you should quote the Sasvik and other thing.
I forgot, sorry.
Okay, no problem. Anyway, the meaning is now we have to see the tree and pour the water on the root, not on the branches. And why, although we are serving Krishna, why people are all over the world not peaceful? Because they are not connected to this tree. Indirectly, although they are connected, but indirectly they are not connected, isn't it?
Yes.
And all the branches, the demigods, men, Siddha, Sharan, all the living entities, which unlimited living entities, all connected to Krishna. If you are satisfied Krishna, Krishna includes everything. Again, Krishna includes all. Demigods, all are including Krishna. But still Krishna is separate. So the simultaneously abundant difference, once we understand this, then we pour the water on the root of the tree and we serve the Krishna, and all branches automatically taken care. And the problem comes why people are still, we are serving Krishna here, and why people are not happy? Because they have disconnected from this Krishna's tree. They are disconnected from Krishna consciousness. They are disconnected from the tree as a leaves. And for that leaves, if you go and do any treatment, you recover corona and you do anything, they're already, you want to make good to connect to the tree. And keep doing serving Krishna, keep serving the root and connect the leaves to the tree. Not that I remove this service to Krishna and go and keep serving these leaves which are drying. No, that is foolishness. Now we have to know where is the switch. If I want to switch on this light or anything, I whatever do I with this tube, it's not going to work. The root is Krishna. The root is connected, line is coming, then you connect to this leaf to this particular one. Now our mission is connect everyone to Prabhupada, connect everyone to ISKCON, connect to Krishna. Then only they will be happy. Until unless they are disconnected, whatever we do is going to be what Prabhupada says, simply wasting our energy and resources. Isn't it? They must chant Hare Krishna, they must do Ekadashi Vrata, they must be Krishna conscious, they must do the spiritual activities. Then only whatever they take prasadam, they should take it is a prasadam of Krishna, remembering Krishna. Is then only our energy and resources are beneficial. Otherwise, doing simply this work and that work, no, not work. Yes, Prabhuji, you please enliven us.
So there is two philosophies in the world. One is deterministic and other is holistic. The determinism as the idea that part is the whole is made up of the part. The chair is equal to seat plus back plus leg. But our holistic philosophy says that whole is always independent of its part. Even though parts are in relation to the whole, parts have no independent connection existing without the whole. The whole is independent of the. So Prabhupada ji gives this example of a tree in 1:5:20, first canto, 5th chapter, text number 20. There Prabhupada ji gives the example that tree branches are also tree and leaves are also tree, but tree trunk is also tree, but tree is independent of branch, leaf plus trunk, right? So Krishna is the supreme whole, and every part of Krishna has existence only in relation to Krishna. But the whole is independent, aloof from its part. This is holistic view. This is semantic view, is called semantic view in philosophy. The meaning is independent of its carrier, right? WATER is the carrier, and meaning is water. WATER is the carrier of the meaning. The meaning is what? The meaning of this WATER is water. But this water does not make up meaning. This WATER is not making up the meaning of water, because water can be also experienced in pani, PA, and jal, in Hindi pa ani, or in Tamil what is there, and Telugu, and what is in Manipuri language, and Sindhi and Punjabi, whatever. So in Sanskrit jal, right? So this meaning is always independent of its carrier, and carrier is but in relation to the meaning. Water will be there, WATER लिखेगा तो water नहीं होगा. तो water is written only in relation to the meaning. Meaning comes first and then comes the carrier. Nowadays the modern world में क्या हो गया कि अभी modern science from Newton to Einstein में क्या हो गया कि they think that some parts join कर देगा तो whole हो जाएगा. Whole is always in the whole will make the parts. How you will join the part? Because you have an idea of a chair in your mind. The idea of a chair comes first, and then setting of the chair. So this is how Newton and Einstein failed. This in reductionism and determinism failed in science. Now they are coming to the understanding that whole. So whole is the mind here, and mind is giving existence to the body. And above the mind, we know that there is a other faculties of false ego, and beyond the false ego there is the soul and the supreme lord that is giving meaning. The chair cannot exist as a chair if mind doesn't give meaning to it, and mind cannot give meaning independently of the soul, and soul cannot have independent existence of without the supreme lord. So every meaning in the material world cannot have meaning without the touch without the direct supervision of the Supreme Lord, right? The Supreme Lord is giving the meaning, and every experience we are having different kind of experience of different kind of objects, and every object is part of the universal whole Krishna. Krishna का सब कुछ part है, and the meaning is also coming with Krishna. So demigods cannot be demigods, men cannot be men, Siddhas, Charanas, Vidyadharas cannot be Vidyadharas until and unless they have been given the meaning by Krishna. The particular Jiva having the post of Vidyadhara cannot be Vidyadhara unless Krishna has given his potency of Vidya to that particular Jiva. Krishna has given the Siddhis to the Siddha. Krishna has given us the potency of staying in a human life in the Bhuloka, like that. So everything Krishna has a potency of staying in the Bhuloka. Now that potency of Krishna is coming to us, and uh, we are using that opulence of Krishna. So everything is in relation to Krishna.
Yeah.
What
Then,
detail mein hai?
then how this disconnection came?
This disconnection came because of false ego. This is a very important point, and that is very well explained in Bhagavatam, that false, when Jiva wants to enjoy independent of Krishna, then Krishna by his external energy creates a false identity for the Jiva in the material world. And to maintain this false identity, we are working very hard day and night. Why we are working hard day and night? To maintain this false identity. False identity. Then what is this false identity? This false identity is the enmity, ichha and dvesh. Ichha, dvesha, samuddena, dvanda, mohena, bharata. Sarvabhutani sammoham. Sarge. Sarge means birth. You are taking birth in the material world. Why? To fulfill your enmity with Krishna. And to fulfill your enmity with Krishna, Krishna has given you a false identity. And to maintain this false identity, you have given a subtle body and current sharir and gross body. Why this current sharir, subtle body, Sushma Sharir and Stool Sharir are given to the Jiva to maintain this enmity with Krishna. To maintain this enmity with Krishna. That is why natural position of the subtle body is to think every object in relation to himself. False ego. False ego का maintenance, false ego का main property क्या है? कि to think everything in relation to him. That is why from the schooling we have been never trained in this philosophy that there is a whole and everything is part of the whole. ये कभी नहीं सिखाया गया. That is why Prabhupada ji established the Scientific Institute in 1975 to teach this semantic understanding of the worldview, that everything has a meaning, and that meaning is relation to a supreme meaning that has come in through quantum mechanics in science. Now this is coming to everyday life now. It will come through the will of Prabhupada. That meaning is in relation to this and not in relation to your false ego. So now this chair is in relation to Krishna. So now this chair will be utilized in relation to Krishna, not in relation to your false ego. So the meaning is not deterministic. That even if you see and I don't see, this will be a chair. No, a person who has never seen a chair, who does not know what is this, अरे क्या है आज पहली बार देखा. Meaning is only when a conscious entity applies in relation to a conscious entity. Now the Einstein and Newton is failing. The science of Einstein and Newton is failing now. Einstein and Newton are both reductionist and deterministic. Reduction means the whole becomes part. Krishna is equal to men plus demigod plus siddhas plus charanas plus vidyadharas plus all things. All things मिला भी देंगे तभी is not equal to Krishna. This is holism. There is two philosophy: reductionism and holism. And deterministic means what? This this uh, this suppose you can use you can use a stick. You can use a stick for hello. You can use a stick for walking, or you can use a stick for beating other person. So now when you beat this stick using the stick, that stick becomes a weapon. and when you use the walking, then becomes a stand, become a support. So so that meaning of this object of five elements combination is only there in relation to you. And when you are a pure devotee, then you know that now this no longer is a stand, and no longer is a weapon. It is a part of Krishna that has to be used in relation to Krishna. That is the coming. That is a very big science that we have to understand through this is Bhagavad philosophy. Bhagavad philosophy is everything in relation to Krishna. Then your false identity, maintaining this false identity in the material world will not be required, and then there is dasatva. You are a part of the superior whole.
Amazing. What detailed descriptions you have. How these connections and everything. So if you have this kind of view, spiritual view, then Taram Jangama Deke Na Deke, wherever you can see only Krishna. Isn't it true?
Every experience is some part of Krishna. Now we are seeing, I am seeing a mobile phone in front of me. That is 1% Krishna. So I am only experiencing Krishna. Krishna छोड़ के कुछ नहीं experience कर रहा हूँ.
Yeah.
The modern materialistic society is detached from its relation to the Supreme Lord, and all its plans which are being made by the atheistic leader are sure to be baffled at every step. Yet they do not wake up to this. जीव जागो गौरा चंद्र बोले कतो निद्रा जागो माया पीछा चिर कोरे. You are sleeping on the lap of the witch Maya. The Maya helps the jiva to have this God independent worldview. This is external Maya helping jiva to give a God independent worldview. And when there is God independent worldview, you try to have dominance over Maya. Well, you have to have dominance. Every jiva wants to have more and more dominance over the five elements. Mukesh Ambani wants more dominance, and Indra wants more dominance. Brahmaji wants more dominance, right? But when we, then there cannot be any peace, because material world doesn't work according to your plan, but works on the will of Krishna. And whenever you make plan, it will not work, because your tendency to dominance over your is simply to maintain your false identity. Now you have an identity as a person, as a, you are an electrical engineer, right? So now you want to become the best electrical engineer in the entire. You have identity. My name is Sai Krishna, born in southern part of India, and now I want to this. Now this identity has been maintained. Now you have to. You everybody wants that his identity will be the best identity in the world. I will be the supreme dominance. My identity. So I want to become the best electrical engineer, and I want to become the richest person. So everybody wants this identity to be the best in the world. Nobody has trained the living entity in the school, but no person has been trained that this is a false idea of dominance over matter, dominance over trying to maintaining this false identity. And therefore every step your tendency to maintain your false identity has been baffled by the material nature.
Amazing. So how they're detaching from the Krishna's relationship? If it is everything is part of Krishna, then how it is really it's not detachment, it's only the false ego concept, no?
Yes. Nirbandhe Krishna bandande sambandhe yukta vairagya uchyate. प्रापंचिततया बुद्धिया हरि संबंधिन वस्तुना nirbandhe Krishna sambandhe yukta vairagya uchyate. So actually, nothing has to, we don't have to leave anything or get. Everything is already in connection with Krishna, and that wrong worldview is the cause of suffering. Our understanding of the world is the cause of suffering. We have taken up still animalistic worldview. When we come to the humane level, then we will understand, oh, there is a whole, and we are part of that supreme whole, cosmic whole, and we are a tiny bit. We have to play a role, nimitta matra, instrument, to play a particular role in this thing, and we have to be get released from this entanglement of karma. Then one person lives up according to righteousness, and then if he has more understanding, can come to Krishna also.
Great options we have. Can I read next one?
Yes. Yeah.
In this age, the congregational chanting of the holy name of the Lord is prescribed method for waking up.
Wow.
The ways and means are more scientifically presented by Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Intelligent persons may take advantage of these teachings in order to bring real peace and prosperity. Srimad Bhagavatam is also presented for the same purpose. And this will be explained more specifically later in the next text. Now these great sages are working for the society welfare, and they wanted to feed this root, not the branches, and wanted to make the branches also happy, which are connected to Krishna. So that only will happen by cleansing the consciousness, cleansing the false ego. That is only the root cause. Otherwise, these modern materialistic people, they say something because they are disconnected from the relation to Krishna. They cannot see Krishna in the chair, they cannot see Krishna in the water, they cannot see anything in Krishna. When Krishna says that I am taste of the water, what is the difficulty? Krishna says I am the sun, light, and I am the moon. And people ask, I not seeing Krishna. Why are you not seeing Krishna? Krishna saying he is this. Whatever you see, Aishwarya in this, splendid, everything. You see, I'm that. I'm heat in the fire. Why don't you see Krishna there? Why you cannot connect Krishna? And you have your own plans, which are made by the atheistic leaders. Nowadays, the politicians, big leaders, that and they have made plan. What plan? Lockdown plans. What is that leading? Baffled. They're not going to wake up with that. And only the solution is not only the chanting, congregational chanting of this holy name of the Lord. This is the only way to wake up. No other way, no other way, no other way. And Srimad Bhagavatam goal is that only. At the end of Srimad Bhagavatam, what you have to do? Not sleep, wake up and do this congregational chanting. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. So this is scientifically proven and approved and certified by the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself in the form of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. There is no research required, there is no PhD required, there is no scholar required, there is no
Yagyai Sankirtanai Praye Yajanti Sumedasa. Intelligent person, Sumedasa.
Intelligent person, Sumedasa. Take advantage of these teachings. Are the police. And they really bring the peace and the prosperity to the society. And this way, Srimad Bhagavatam is also same purpose, and this will be explained in the next verse that we will be discussing tomorrow. And the auspicious day, we have got this congregation chanting Hare Krishna, chant Hare Krishna more number of rounds personally. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And for welfare of all the society, waking up all living entities, let us do this in the congregational chanting together. For the pleasure of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, for the pleasure of Krishna, and pleasure of Prabhupada. So we have to make this propaganda. Our propaganda is congregational chanting, no other business. And if you not got taste in chanting Hare Krishna, read the glories of chanting Hare Krishna in the forms of books. If your intelligence is not satisfied, read books. We have unlimited literature. And you're convinced about that, chant Hare Krishna. And still your mind is rascal number one, not allowing to chant, not allowing to read, and serve Lord with the physical body. Mental level, physical level, intelligence level, and soul level. All the way you have to engage in Krishna service. Nobody has to be, we cannot avoid either whether you are woman, whether you are a child, whether you are a businessman, whether you are rich, whether you are poor, whether you are black, whether you are white, whether you are out of caste and you are be Brahmana, you are Vaishnava, whomever you are, connected to Krishna by this congregational chanting of Hare Krishna, you will be peaceful. And we see in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, only for the class of people, the philosophy, only mass chanting Hare Krishna, congregational chanting. This is only the means, this is only way. No other, no other. You give hundreds of the classes, but ultimately they not take to this process of congregational chanting. The Yuga Dharma, their heart is not going to change. Your class, you may satisfy their false ego, you may give entertainment, you will give big lectures, you may do that, until unless they take to this process of hearing about the Lord and chanting the Hare Krishna and hearing the Srimad Bhagavatam. That is not going to happen. You will not get any peace, you will not get any prosperity. And the Yuga Dharma is not to go to Himalayas, not to go to Vrindavan, not to go to Naimisharanya, to do tapasya for the relief of this people's karuna and this and that. No. Among the cities, among the people, among the crowd, you chant this glorify Hare Krishna. By this, you will get multiple time benefit of chanting Hare Krishna. Because of which you are helping other living entities, because of which you are correcting all the disconnected leaves from Krishna and you connect them to Krishna. This is only the intelligence way of preaching. This is only intelligence way of taking advantage of teachings of the Lord. On this auspicious occasion,
Okay.
on this auspicious occasion of Apara Ekadashi, so let us do this, chanting Hare Krishna as many rounds as possible individually and collectively.
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare. Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram, Ram
Rama,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare.
Srila Prabhupada ji ki jai.
So what you want to say, anything else?
No, very perfectly that this name can, all the names and form in the material world are part of Krishna. So, Nama bina kichu nai ko aaro, chauda bhuvana maje. So, Krishna is the universal name, and all the other names are part of this universal name. Krishna is the universal form. All other forms are part of Krishna form.
Yeah.
All name and form are part of Krishna. So while we are chanting in the mind, one thought is coming. Okay, now a form of Krishna is there in front of us. I am chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. In my mind, there is the Tribhanga Lalit Sham Sundar form, and I am uttering the name of the Lord. Okay, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. उस time क्या हो रहा है? उस time there is a thought coming, and that thought is in relation to another form and name. You have to catch your mind then and there. Why are you hankering for another form and name? That form and name which you are hankering is also part of this form and name, which is there in front of you. Udhar mind ko pakdo. While chanting, a desire will come up. That desire is in relation to another form and name. Okay, another object. Object is equal to form and name. And but now of one form and name is there in front of you. A Krishna ka Tribhanga Lalita form is there, and a name is there. Hare Krishna is there in front of you. Hare Krishna Nama Prabhu is there in front of you. Okay. Now Hare Krishna Nama Prabhu is there and Tribhanga Lalita is there in front of you. Now a thought will come. Thought will be there in relation to another name and form. But now that another name and form क्या देगा आपको? Jiva, a mind goes to another name and form for some kind of pleasure. Suppose you are chanting and another name or form Gulab Jamun is there in front of you. Now you are chanting. Now you are getting some mellow from Gulab Jamun. But immediately you should train your mind, catch the mind through intelligence, the rein of the horse. So pakad ke bolo that Gulab Jamun ka taste bhi akhila rasamrita sindhu. That Nama Chintamani Krishna Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha. If you have intimate relationship, so why our mind having a thought? इसके ऊपर भी जपा सेमिनार में बहुत डिटेल में बताया गया है कि because our mind has two parts. One is Kriya part and what is Bhavana part. One is foreground mind and another one is background mind. In the foreground mind, you are doing Kriya. Kriya is equal to doing and knowing. Doing means you are uttering the name of the Lord, Hare Krishna. Knowing means you are hearing. In the mind, you are also listening. But half of the mind is empty now. Our half of the mind is empty. Either doing, knowing चल रहा है, either empty है. we have to link our 50% of our mind to the other 50% of the mind. Here, by doing and knowing, you are bringing the Lord in front of you. नाम and रूप को लेकर आ रहे. You are thinking of Krishna and you are uttering this name. Okay, ये हो गया. But 50% mind खाली है. That mind is feelings. That is sanchit karma. This is prarabdha karma is doing knowing. Sanchit karma is sanchit karma. संचित कर्म में क्या हो रहा है? Feelings. Now your feelings is not there for this person who is standing in front of you. Feelings तो उधर जा रहा है. That is where in the Japa seminar they say that you have to make one feeling for the Krishna. Are you able to listen to me?
Yeah.
You have to make one feeling for Krishna. Now you have to chanting, then you have to, Hey Nama Prabhu, and one feeling I will give you. Hey Nama Prabhu, I'm a fallen soul, please engage. That's Prabhupada ji has given, na? Please engage me in your service. The cry for a child, as a child for the mother. Hey Krishna, please help me. Okay, this is a feeling. Okay, huh? Now there is an interaction going on between you and the Nama Prabhu. Mind में क्या हो रहा है? अभी dual हो रहा है. दो काम हो रहा है. There is one doing, knowing, kriya तो हो रहा है. Kriya हो रहा है. That is called doing and knowing in the foreground mind. But background mind में feeling हो रहा है. Background mind में feeling चल रहा है. And that feeling is generating and giving to you. There is an interaction. The Nama Prabhu is giving you pleasure. This is a Japa seminar, very long seminar, but Nama Prabhu is giving you pleasure. I can send you the PPT through email. Okay.
Oh,
Nama Prabhu is giving.
please do that.
Nama Prabhu is giving you the pleasure. You are giving the pleasure. You are giving your fake pleasure to Nama Prabhu. Nama Prabhu is giving you real pleasure. You are giving fake pleasure. Nama Prabhu is giving real pleasure. Now between one chanting and another chanting, there is a gap. वो gap को पकड़ना है. One beat and another beat. So, mind will wander. You should not let the mind wander. Why? You should have two feelings between the mind. Chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. हो गया. अभी क्या होना है? अभी आपको joy and अपेक्षा. Once you said the Hare Krishna mantra, आपको joy हुआ. And there is a hope that another time also you will see once the Hare Krishna mantra. This once Hare Krishna mantra is coming from where, in ISKCON? This Gurujan Prabhuji's Japa book. You have read that book? There is a once Hare Krishna. So now there is once Hare Krishna and once Hare Krishna. ये दोनों को link करना है. Once Hare Krishna and another once Hare Krishna के बीच में there will be a joy. Linking क्या है? Joy of once Hare Krishna and hope for another once Hare Krishna. Once Hare Krishna and once Hare Krishna के बीच में gap नहीं होना चाहिए. Our mind will wander there. So mind के subtle part में the Lord who is there in the foreground, in the name of in the Naam and Roop के बीच, in the form of Naam and Roop, the Lord is there in your foreground. उसके background में feeling रखो. There is one entire app for this, for 16 rounds का 16 feeling बनाया devotee. I can send the link to you.
Yeah, please.
So that is so now you have to have a feeling. Hey Nama Prabhu, I am your eternal servant. Please engage me in your service. This is the feeling that is going on inside you. See, once you go and meet a big person, this is a very fantastic example. If you remember this example, you will never mind will deviate. See, suppose a very big person is standing in front of you. Oh, kaun hai? Narendra Modi is standing. Now you have heard so much glories of Narendra Modi. You have heard the glory of Narendra Modi. Yeah, he is doing so much tapasya. He went to forest. He has done Madhukari. He was there a BJP pravakta, RSS pravakta.
No, don't tell me. Give some other example.
Okay.
I don't want to hear on this day, Ekadashi day.
Ekadashi day, you are meeting some famous ISKCON
You
personality.
say Krishna only directly.
No, Krishna nahi. Suppose you go and meet our temple president Brajahari Prabhuji. Okay.
Yeah.
So now you have a feeling for Brajahari Prabhuji. What is that feeling? He's a very sober person, kind. Even anybody leaves from the temple, he will call him back. He called Amiras Prabhuji back. So wonderful, kind person, and he's always trying to help. And even from the small devotees, new devotees, he's encouraging and giving him service. And he's always, very like that. This feeling. Now, whenever you will see Bajari Prabhuji, that feeling will come up.
Yeah.
समझ में आ रहा है? That feeling in the background is always there with you. Whenever the action will be performed, the background से feeling आएगा.
Yeah.
Background से, then you will always behave in a way that feeling in the heart is not being disturbed.
Yeah.
बिकॉज आप ऐसा कुछ बिहेव करेगा वो स्कोल्ड कर देगा, देन वो आप ऐसा बिहेव ही नहीं करेगा, आप अपराध पाप नहीं, when there is अपराध and पाप, when there is no relationship, but now due to this feeling in the heart there is a relationship between you and Bhajari Prabhuji, even though you have never met him, but the feeling in the heart has maintained a feeling, a relationship, there awe and reverence for that, awe and reverence, a liking for that person. Okay, so whenever now you should hear, now you will behave in a certain way. Hare Krishna, that Bhajari Prabhu Radhanath Maharaj, Gopal Krishna Param Pujya, Gopal Krishna Maharaj Param Pujya, they will come, then you will stand like a folded hand, they will give prasad, Guru Puja for Prabhupada, you will offer Prabhupada. Why? Because you have heard their glories. Shrutvan, Gunans, Rukmani Devi says, na, that I've heard your glories and I have developed deep attachment due to hearing. Now we have heard that glories, so your mind, body will behave in a certain way for that person because of the glories, because of the feelings in the heart.
The main
Action
thing
will
is
change.
main thing is we have continuously and regularly and here.
Here. हाँ,
Other,
so now
other than that,
भागवतम reading क्या करता है आपका chanting, भागवतम reading is related to chanting. So
yeah,
भागवतम reading is creating feeling for that 2 hour chanting. Your 8 hour seva is creating feeling for the 2 hour chanting. Your night sleeping is creating feeling for that 8 hour chanting. Your prasadam is creating feelings for the 8 hour chanting, 2 hours chanting. That 2 hours chanting के लिए प्रसाद खा रहे हैं आप, 2 hours chanting के लिए 8 घंटा सेवा कर रहे हैं, 2 hours chanting के लिए आप भागवतम पढ़ रहे हैं, because that feelings in the mind for Krishna will come. And
yeah,
जैसे ही आपको beatback पकड़ा, feeling आ जाए, और mind will never wander. Mind
yeah.
क्यों wander करता है? आपका mind में feeling नहीं है.
So it is part of chanting. It is not independent of chanting. Whatever we do in devotional service, all activities.
Nothing is independent of chanting.
If you make independent, then that is useless. Yes, Prabhuji. Now it is 3:30.
Fallen soul, Prabhuji. I'm a very fallen soul. Please save me, Prabhuji.
It is 3:30. Now you will take leave, and I will be reciting all 700 verses of Bhagavad Gita today on Ekadashi, every day Ekadashi chant, and I'll upload in YouTube. So I will do that 3:30 to 5:30.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Hari Hiri.